day in Organ House, California. Have fun. Enjoy your day. Lay eggs. Be present. All right, there we go. Good morning, sweetheart.
Good morning.
Here are your eggs.
So much.
Have fun. Good
Thank
luck.
you.
Have a nice day.
Oh, wow, great.
Hi, Lynn.
Good morning. Nothing I liked than a big basket of fresh farm eggs.
How is it having fresh produce served here at your restaurant?
It's amazing. It's exactly why I came here, you know, because we're right in the middle of so much good farm produce, and in the winter we had some greens and things like that. We've regularly had eggs. Now we're looking forward to right now jumping into the summer season.
So we experienced a major disaster here this year. The state is treating the agricultural pond, the source of our water, and they used some herbicide that somehow found its way to the garden. And I lost all the 2,000 plants that were here just a few weeks ago. Tomatoes and peppers and zucchinis and the eggplants and the best stuff in the world. And now instead of vegetables, we have weeds. We need to start all over again. It's very, very late, but what can we do? So I'm going to retill the soil and put irrigation back and replant. And that's what we are going to do right now.
Why do you think it's so important to support our farmers, especially in such a small community?
Well, there aren't many real farmers. Since the federal government took over the certification of organics, two things have happened. People have started to trust organic certification as meaning something, and it doesn't mean anything. The federal certification simply controls whether the pesticides and herbicides that farmers use are synthetically derived. You can be a terrible, terrible farmer and get organic certification. You can kill the soil, you can destroy biodiversity, you can provide fruits and vegetables that have no flavor and very little nutrition, and people believe because of the certification that it means something.
What is it like working with local farmers? Having local farmers provide your produce to your store?
I love it. Most of all, the community loves it. They're always looking for the local, organic, fresh fruit, fresh produce, and they wait. And when they notice that his spot is empty, when's he coming back? They like whine and cry for his stuff. It's good. I mean, and we always sell out so quickly.
So any supermarket understands that when it buys from an industrial organic farmer, they're going to get a product that was hybridized to last for a long time on a shelf, and it's going to stay on the shelf for 3 days. The consumer's going to take it home. So the very first reason to be buying locally is because it was picked when it was ripe. It was picked when it was ready. It was picked when it was flavorful.
There's a benefit to getting your produce locally versus, from...
Absolutely, yeah. The benefit is you get a cost savings, and it's right here, transportation savings. There's so many benefits, and just that it's grown here. We know what the soil is like here.
the price of not spraying. בסדר או שעוד? Green onions. See how I plant them in bunches? So when you pull one out, it's already a bunch. הנה. Zucchinis. Star of David okra. The first okras.
The other reason to buy locally from a farmer, and I think we'll understand this a whole lot better in the months and certainly the years that come, is that food is not a very secure proposition. The supply chain breaks down. You think you depend on the supermarkets and you can't. You can depend on what comes out of your own backyard, or if you're lucky enough to have a good farmer nearby from them. What's really important for a guy like me is to keep reminding people to pay attention, to understand what a guy like Shachar does and what a world without Shachars would look like.
Weeding is synonymous to meditating. When I first came here, maybe 15 years ago, the first thing for me, my first priority was to find a source of organic matter to produce compost. So I put an ad in the post office, in the grocery store, that I'm looking for manure. I said I will come and clean your stables. Robin was one of few people that responded. So we know each other for almost 15 years. She was very loyal to me because there was time that there was competition on this precious manure. It's hard to tell how many cubic yards of manure, of compost I made out of this barn. Mountain size of Everest. And it just fed so many gardens and so many hundred, maybe thousands of trees all around Organ House. In organic farming, the most important thing, the most basic practice is to apply compost. The more the better, to enrich the soil with organic matter. And it's very unfortunate that over the years I needed to move to so many different gardens. I myself, a farmless farmer, always depend on the kindness of other people. And I moved so many different times from different reasons. So the compost was never used in one garden, in one place. And over the years I needed to start over and over again so many times. And now we have the disaster here in this garden. It's difficult.
A guy like Shachar pays attention, he builds soil, he interacts directly with the whole ecosystem.
He's just a great man, he really is. Everybody loves him.
I think that if we enjoyed our own lives attentively, we'd be eating better. If we ate better and ate with other people, we would value our farmers. I'd rather shift the paradigm from helping the farmer to helping ourselves live a fuller life. The rest would come naturally.
Once again, people came together, raised money, and we will have another season, hopefully.